Let's talk about transfer deadline day. It's the most exciting day on every football fan's calendar. And tomorrow at 11 o'clock, the transfer window will close. Of course, for Fulham, we know that transfer deadline day is huge. We have a reputation of bringing in selling players like nobody's business. So let's take a look at the latest Fulham transfer news and rumours, what we can expect to see ahead of tomorrow. So let's talk about incomings. Fulham have been targeting William Carvalho from Real Betis in La Liga. The 29-year-old midfielder has many caps for his Portuguese international team and is considered to be a fantastic player. Fulham were looking for a loan with an option to buy if we are successfully promoted. It's believed that the two clubs agreed terms and it all came down to the player. But unfortunately, it seems as if William has rejected that deal. Marco Silva had worked with him before many years ago, so perhaps he had some pulling power there, but maybe he wants to go to the Premier League. Whether that deal evolves further or is completely shut down, we will see. Central midfielders seem to be a big priority for Fulham at the moment, and that could be because the news you've all been expecting to hear has finally arrived. Our beloved Frank Zambo Anguissa is set to leave Fulham. We were all expecting it. He is the Rolls Royce of the Championship, and to be honest, he should be playing in the top leagues. Zambo's got 2 years left on his contract and he is looking to secure a loan move to Serie A side Napoli. It is believed it's a loan with an option to buy, rumoured around £10 million. And that was reported by Fabio Romano on Twitter. How do we feel about that? I'm personally a bit disappointed. I want us to either keep him, or if he doesn't want to play for us, at least to make a lot of money from it. He's a fantastic player. And if all we're getting out of this is £10 million next season, I'm a bit disappointed in that personally. I want players that want to play for Fulham. We've proved we don't need him so far this season. So best of luck to him. Perhaps he'll stay at Fulham if we get promoted again, but I don't see why he would want to have a third Premier League campaign after the 2 relegations he's had with us already. I think it's best for Zambo just to move on and us to cash out. We'll see how that deal evolves over the next few hours. So back onto incomings, and it seems Fulham have hit another stumbling block with a central midfielder. In my last video I reported that we were targeting Swansea captain Matt Grimes. The 26-year-old has 1 year left on his contract, and we have had a £2.5 million bid rejected. But Swansea head coach Russell Martin says he's expecting a lot more bids to come in ahead of the transfer deadline closing. 2.5 million seems like a very low amount of money if he's supposed to be quite a strong player. So I've no doubt that we'll come back with a higher offer. Whether that goes through or not is yet to be seen. Another outgoing and someone we haven't heard from for quite a while. The poor old Cyrus Christie. He hasn't had any first team action this season. In fact, the only involvement he's had with Fulham was a game for the under-23s. Which is a real shame because he has a fantastic commitment to the club. I just don't think he was Premier League standard. And with Kenny Tete looking so fantastic and Ndoye slipping in really well into that right back position, I don't think it's a bad idea for Christie to leave. He should be playing Championship football week in, week out. I don't think he matches Marco Silva's attacking style of play enough. I'd like to see him at another club doing well. Now, we activated a year extension to his contract. However, it is believed that Fulham are willing to let him go on a free transfer, which is a surprise. Perhaps we just want him off the wage bill. So Burnley, Bologna and Stoke have all shown interest in Christie. Stoke would probably be the best bet for him. This has been reported by The Athletic, so should be reliable information. It's a shame, but I think it's the right time for both parties to move on. And now another look at incomings. Reported by The Athletic that Fulham were looking at Nathaniel Chalobah. The 26-year-old Watford midfielder only has 1 year left on his contract and is not involved in the first team at the moment. However, it's said he is likely to remain at the club unless a significant offer comes in. So whether we press on that or not is yet to be seen. Finally, in other news, looking at ex-Fulham players, Leicester City are reported to be very interested in Ademola Lookman. Be nice to see him back in the Premier League and watch him. I thought he was a really bright spark, particularly at the start of the season. But for me, he dwindled out a little bit towards the end. I actually am okay with him not being at Fulham at the moment. I do hope he does well. Perhaps the most important bit of transfer business for Fulham, as you all know, is securing the services of Fabio Carvalho. He has been the brightest spark in our team. Now, whether there are issues with his passport or Fulham aren't quite offering enough for him and his agent is yet to be seen. But We need to get that boy on a long-term contract. If that's the only bit of business we do between now and the end of transfer deadline day. Of course, there's no deadline on this contract as of yet, but there is only 1 year left on that deal, and we have got to keep him at the club. To let him go for a small fee or to run him out of contract would be a tragedy. So as we try and balance the wage books and the financial fair play, let's see what happens. I can't wait. Hopefully there'll be loads of names I haven't mentioned today, loads more exciting incomings. Being completely honest, I think our Fulham team is bloody strong. I think this is probably the strongest Fulham Championship side we've ever had. We've already done fantastic business. If we could put the icing on the cake, then brilliant. That's it from me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Please like, subscribe, share, have a breather with the international break, and let's enjoy being top of the league. And in case you didn't know, I've also joined the Fulhamish team as I'm now making video content for them. Yay! You can see my first ever video for them. Link in the description below talking about Mitrovic signing that 5-year contract. And I'll see you next time, guys. Up the Fulham. Bye.